Hey everybody, it's Eric, 80s Horror Man here, and welcome to day 20 from my 31 Days of Horror. Today, I'll be doing a movie that was done in 2006, and I got this movie signed this year by my good friend Felissa Rose, and she mentioned this on her podcast on Casualty Friday, saying how she wishes that this movie would get found a little bit more by horror fans. And she said this is like one of her favorites because she plays the final girl in this movie, and that's Satan's Playground. Now, Satan's Playground is about where a family is like traveling through the state of New Jersey, but then their car breaks down and they're stuck. And they go through the woods and see if they could get help. And they come across this house and this old lady and a couple of her crazy kids in this house. And they end up getting picked off one by one because it turns out that this family is actually devil worshippers, where they worship the Jersey Devil. Uh, So that's pretty much the synopsis of this movie, and that's what it's pretty much about. But again, my good friend Felissa Rose signed this movie. She ended up putting to Eric, "I'll protect you from the Jersey Devil," because she was. It looked like that she was gonna get emotional when I bought this movie in for her to sign, because when I bought this in, she's like, "Oh my god," that because she just couldn't believe it that I actually bringing this movie in for her to sign, because as I mentioned on her podcast on Couch with You Friday, saying how she wishes that this movie would get founded more by horror fans, because this is like one of her favorites that she liked doing it, and she actually plays the final girl. And I know it's actually strange and weird to see Felissa actually playing a final girl, because usually when you watch a movie of hers, she normally gets killed in her movies, but in this one, she actually plays like the final girl in this movie, where she actually makes it to the end, which is just very surprising. And she just wishes that horror fans out there would end up finding this movie a little bit more. But it does have a couple special features, like it's got the audio commentary with the writer and director, Satan's Playground, behind the scenes, Dante Tomaselli, and the Jersey Devil poster and still gallery. So that's pretty much it for the special features. But not only it's got my good friend Felissa Rose in it, but it's also got the Ellen Sandweiss, who played Cheryl in the original Evil Dead, and in the Edwin Neal, who played the creepy hitchhiker in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, or those are pretty much like the some recognizable names that horror fans might be familiar with. But when I first saw this movie, I thought this movie was actually not really that bad. I thought it was actually good, and I was glad to see Felissa actually surviving a horror movie and actually becoming the final girl. So I was actually glad to see it. So Satan's Playground, I recommend checking out for those who hasn't seen it. But if you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about, because you could get this movie either from eBay, and I highly doubt Amazon has it. So that's where I managed to get this copy from, was from eBay. So Satan's Playground from 2006. Definitely check it out if you're a fan of Felissa Rose. Alright guys, so that's it for day 20 for my 31 Days of Horror. What do you guys think? Have you seen this movie before? If so, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for some more videos for the 31 Days of Horror. Later.